queue up Gerard Grabowski and Mark Evans, and go ahead.
I'm Lila Cabell, and I first would like to give honor to God who gave us the water. And I also would like to honor Barry Whitecrow and Don, I don't know who he is, the two indigenous people who are in the room that I know, and to thank them for their protection of the water. And, I had some comments that I was going to speak to, but after receiving the pink document about the permit, I want to revert my comments to deal with that. One of the first things in the permit is about must have no adverse impacts, and it talks about the fish population. It doesn't say impact on the people, and that's of concern to me. So I want to talk about the impacts and wondering, in granting this permit, have those impacts on the people been considered in terms of granting the permit?
Yeah.
The way that Nestle's bottles its products and sells it has a health impact. And it particularly has a double impact on the people in Flint who already have been poisoned, and then they are reliant on bottled water, which every time it leaches, because it's in cheap plastic, it gives them an impact in terms of carcinogen. So the data and the monitoring should be monitoring for the health impact in terms of bottled water. The other thing in this permit, it says that all water withdrawn, less consumptive use, is returned to the source watershed. We know that Nestle's does not bottle water and leave it in Michigan. It leaves Michigan. That's a violation of this permit standard. We also look at the balance between economic development, social development, and environmental protection. There's no balance when you pay $200 a year. And people in Flint and Detroit are paying for poisoned water. So that is not a balance. It's also not a balance when a corporation is considered an entity the same as a person. That is not balanced. It's not balanced when corporations are given tax abatements in the millions of dollars and citizens are not given abatements.
No.
So the harm that is done when your children are taken away, when you end up being homeless because of tax liens for not paying water bills, and because the water is not affordable, where is the balance in terms of affordability? So if the mission of the DEQ is to protect, we have to ask, how are you monitoring? How are you protecting us? We need to have protection like the indigenous people have protected us. So we need to have the MDEQ follow the model and find some leadership from indigenous people of how we protect it, because we have to protect ourselves from this egregious attack on us. Water is a public trust. It was given to us by God. In fact, this permit should be denied based on the violations that I've just covered, because there is not the adequate understanding. I'm a scientist of human life, and right now, when we look at the potential of climate change and how the evaluation of the water takings is not projected, what is happening is based on old data, and we need projected data because climate change has revved up in the last few years.
That's right.
And potentially, we could be without water, and because we have 20% of the world's fresh water, and I've traveled over the world, and are responsible as human beings for more than just Michigan, but for the global initiative, because we have 20% of the world's fresh water. We are not good stewards for humanity if we do deny this permit. And we actually should deny this permit and also revoke the initial permit.
Yeah.